Alina Kokhanko. I'm a refugee from Ukraine since March 2022, and since May 2022 I've become as a coordinator of the Ukrainian SPOC team, special point of contact it's called, that work with another SPOC that was recruited by administration, by Group de Travail, for topic health, social support, housing, crisis housing, education and job, and 7 groups at information. So I involve of the topic of informing Ukrainians about all the integration process through the website that was created by region.
Okay. Before talking about the war, could you tell us a bit more about your early life in Ukraine and your childhood?
Yes. Before I studied my first degree, it's graphic design. Okay. All my life, as I spent with arts. My parents are not artists. It's just became like this from my own. That's why I start my educational journey in graphic design university, and then after 2 years I decided that I'm quite interested in the marketing, so I apply to study for marketing and PR in the same university in Kyiv. I was born in Kyiv. I'm only one child. I have my mother and father. Before I had huge family with uncles, cousins, grandparents. Actually, I raised in big love, really happy life. I believe, I can't say for all Ukrainians maybe, but I believe we had very beautiful life before.
Before the war.
Before the war. We had a very beautiful life. We have everything that we need. Yes, we're struggling a bit with maybe lack of transparency from government. But if you're middle class, you do your job and you build your life. Okay, so yes, it was beautiful.
And you now involved in humanitarian work, social engagement. What initially inspired you to do that?
So before, when I worked as a marketing advisor in Kyiv, from 2017 till 2022, February 2022, I work with agro companies, Ukrainian agro business, and with luxury goods companies. Okay, and for me it was always interesting to implement social part in each business, you know, because it's always good. It's like you can kind of like show additional how you can say, it's not service, you can additional value to the company through the social impact that you can create to work with the kids, to work with old people. So I always try to implement that, and my successful case was with Sanahand Foundation. In general, brand Sanahand have big story and not really good story, let's say. Okay, it's brands that sell luxury clothes, luxury goods, but we create very beautiful story for social story with them. As donors of blood, we support kids in the house. I don't know how you call it, when the parents just leave their kids and like social houses for the kids, something like this. Yes.
And then on the 24th February 2022, life changed.
Changed completely.
So the war began.
Yes.
Russia decided to invade and attack Ukraine. How did you respond emotionally and practically when the conflict in Ukraine was launched?
So all my family and we always thought that it's impossible. That it's impossible that Russia will start the war against Ukraine. And in that night, we stay all together. I stay with my daughter at my parents' place, and it started at 4 o'clock in the morning. I wake up my mom. We start a bit panic. I wake up my father, and he say, "Can you just go to sleep? You just have bad dream. Go sleep." And you already hear the bombing. And my father wake up like few hours ago, saying, "Real? It's real? They really start war against us." So can you imagine? It's not something you expect at all. And we stay at home because we thought that it will maximum get longer, like 1 week, 2 weeks maybe. But after 1 month, I realized that it's super dangerous. How I realized it? I just went to buy some water, and I saw a huge line of the cars and people that try to cross the bridge.
Okay.
Because in Kiev you have two bench.
Yeah.
You have right side that you can go to Europe,
Okay.
and you have left side that it's Kharkiv and then Russia.
Okay.
Actually. Okay. So it was all the bridge was ready to be destroyed. And I realized that if government of Ukraine decide to do so, that we are stuck. So we literally we jump into the car without anything and without any clothes, anything, just like that. And we try to move to another right branch of the river. And then we went to a small city called Chernivtsi. It's a city on the border with Romania.
Okay.
Because I have part of family live there. Part of my family live there. So we stay there 2 more weeks, and I understand that that region, they have no weapon, they don't have anything actually, and I realized that it's not safe for me and my family. So one day we have a lunch with my parents. I say, okay, we have to move to Europe. I don't know where, I don't know how. I have only my car. And let's move and we will see. So my mom decided to go with me, not because she want to save her life, but because she want to be sure that me and my daughter are safe. Because 2 girls move into Europe. So my mom was like, no, you will not go alone, I will go with you. My father, of course, he stayed in Ukraine because he's still young. That time he was 57. And it's not allowed for the man to cross the border. Maybe you have some concrete point, because I can explain this story. It could be very long story, how we passed by the border, that we stayed like 23 hours on the border with a lot of people around. And then we travel in the Europe without any navigation, and I just received 2 message. One message from one of my brand that work in Paris. They create niche perfume, and they say, okay, if you decide to travel to Europe, please, you can stay at our place, and then we will see what we can do. So in general, I supposed to be in Paris now, I think. Okay. And then another friend, it's not even friend, just woman that I met in 2014 once, because we was on the same a Christmas event together. She's Ukrainian, but she was married with a Spanish diplomat, and they stay in Belgium that time. And she said, okay, I will try to find some accommodation for you, some maybe hosting family. Can you just stay? You will see, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, and then you will see where you want to go. So we stay for 3 years. We stay with beautiful, amazing family. It's also Spanish family that in the beginning organize everything for us. They help us to with the school for Zorana, for my daughter. They help us to understand how to arrange all the documents, how to apply for temporary protection, how to communicate with social service, with communes. So they really first several months they was our guide, you know, in this new society, and I'm super thankful for that.
Okay, and when you arrived in Brussels as a refugee, what were the first challenges you had to face, basically?
The first challenges for me, and I believe for a lot of people, was first to understand where you are, how everything is organized in new country. The first challenges, of course, it was, okay, you have to receive some documents, okay? And that time, in Hasselt, you stay in the line for a whole day with the kids, and you don't know what to expect. You don't know all these processes. Nobody teach us to be refugees. So you receive your documents, then, okay, what next? You have to apply to commune. Okay, how to apply to commune, how you have to communicate with it. In Ukraine, you don't have this type of social services. You don't know these processes that you can have social support, family support, that you have to have address, specific address, so they can give you ID card. A lot of difficulties, and of course, if you are a mother, you have to find a school right away. It was March. I arrived we arrived 19th of March in 2022. It's still it's end of the school, but still it's a school for the kids. So we search for that. But in general, you understand the main problem, it's more mental problem. You kind of like between the two worlds, like something force you to leave your country without any preparation, without any you didn't expect that, without any expectation. You leave your country, have almost all your friends still there. Today is not the case, but that time it's most of the people stay there. And you feel guilty
because you leave.
Because you leave. And then you think that maybe it's only for the short term. Maybe it's just for 1 month. So you keep you don't have luggage actually. You keep your little bag in the corridor, waiting. Okay, we don't need to set up everything because we will leave soon. And 1 more month, 3rd month, 4th month, 5th, and you realize, okay, something goes wrong, and maybe it will not finish so soon as you expect. And it's big challenge for integration process, because it's not this. I don't like to compare Ukrainian refugees with other refugees. It's everybody do that. I don't really like. I know that all of us were struggling. You know, we all run from something, from war, from politician problems. But for us, as a woman with the kids who left behind families and husbands, it was really difficult on the mental point of view.
And now you help Ukrainian refugees that are coming in Belgium. What specific actions did you take or undertake in the early days to support those people coming?
As I said before, when Zorana went to school here, and I understand that she's on the safe place and everything's fine with her, this feeling of guiltiness and stress, they give you a lot of energy, you know, to just, okay, you have to do something. So I found out that in that time was organized big volunteer movement by Belgium society. It was Belgian people, it was Moldovan people, Romania, some Russian people, some Ukrainian people. And it was a volunteer movement that support new arrival on the Gare de Midi station. So people arrived, and you have a train of Ukrainians, women and kids, and you have line of Belgian host family who ready to take them home, but in the same time you don't know who are there, all those people, and you have to organize somehow, you have to explain one part, how to act, and you have to be sure that hosting family, they're like ready to support, or they understand what they are doing in actually. But they have good experience with Syrian people in 2015. It was the same, It was amazing. I read about this story. I know that it was really beautiful act of human being from Belgian people. Today, so I started to work as a volunteer. After 1 month, we meet with UNHCR team and with representative of Brussels region, which is Minister Mahon. And I believe it was plenty people from different administration, like Coco, now it's Vivalis, from Iris Care, somebody else. And the first meeting was like, okay, can you explain us more about Ukrainians? What to expect from Ukrainians? We don't know. So we talk about that. You know, this process, it goes quite long. You talk, you think how to help, how to be useful. And then together, representative of Brussels region, that time was nominated as a coordinator of Ukrainian crisis. It was Pierre Verbieren. And he created amazing, absolutely fantastic project for refugees, which is spoke Ukrainian team, how it helps to a Ukrainian community. You have actually Ukrainians in each administration who was nominated to work with Ukrainian community to gather all the necessary information of needs, challenges, any problem that they face, and share this through report database with the government.
Okay.
So government can find some answer or to create some tools how to support those people, and in the same time you save the time. Sorry for tautology, because you are not picking in different direction. You understand the priority, you know, step by step what people need, because in the beginning people the need was only the documents. Everybody thought that it takes too much time, 2-3 months, you know, people waiting for that. So then people try to understand where to go, how to find a job, or how to find accommodation, or how to learn French or Netherlands. Okay, and you start to understand, okay, this is the needs, how we can find a solution for that. In the same time, with the big support of UNHCR Belgium Luxembourg, we create a Ukrainian Voice Refugee Committee. It was created in 22 of July 2022. So yesterday it was 3 years.
Yeah.
Yes. We celebrate 3 years of our first NGO. And it was created with a shelter project and community project. And we just began with a mobile team project. So the government decided to give us to give us few houses, few buildings. Where we can organize rooms and shelters for Ukrainians. And they give us first community center. It was very unique. So it was building before, waiting for the reconstruction.
Okay.
On the corner on the corner of forget. No. Rue de Commerce, and then you have the street Montoya.
Okay.
It was So the government decided to provide us with the building for community center. It was on the Rue Montoya. We had 2 floors, and nothing else.
Okay.
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 We had 2 floors of quite cold building because the electricity was not there. The heater electricity was there, but heater was not there. We opened it in September as a community center with 5 activities.
Okay.
5 activities running by volunteers, actually refugees from Ukraine. It was French classes for kids. It was yoga classes, sport classes. It was theater and mental health support group. Okay. And crash. Renbombelle, comment on dit en français?
Oui.
Yes, and crash for the kids, because that time a lot of people struggling with to find a spot in the school or in the crash. So we provide this type of services, okay? And shelter, we work as an operator to support people who stay there in this shelter.
So you've got a database with all the information on the website. You are also on social media. Do you think that social media has an important role? And what role does social media play in amplifying your mission? Do you think it's...
for me, as a marketing advisor, social media is your main tool to communicate with the society. It's like any media, you choose your tone of voice, you choose your topic, and you always get your target audience. What can I say more? Of course, social media is very useful tool to communicate with refugees. Of course, yes. It works differently. Okay. For example, in Belgium, nobody used Telegram channel. I think I'm right about that because I never saw any Belgian who use Telegram channel. For Ukrainians, it's common social tools to communicate. So we create group in Telegram channel, in WhatsApp, social media, Instagram and Facebook. Of course, it's important. But today this is how you communicate with all those people who are in Brussels region, because I talk only about Brussels region now.
Okay, so you organize all the activities, you communicate on social network. According to you, from your perspective, what are the most pressing needs for Ukraine refugees that are staying in Brussels today?
To find a job.
To find a job.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. To find a job. We created the team of 60 people. 60 people work under the payroll in Ukrainian Voices.
Okay.
Most of them, let's say 90%, they are Ukrainians.
Yeah.
Let's say they have good skills, hard skills, that are useless here in Belgium. They are useless because the finance part, it's not the same. Lawyer, legal part, it's not working the same way. So you can't be useful really very much. But the soft skills work a lot. They are super useful. So I believe that we manage as a community because we really push we work with the soft skills. We work with the people who can implement a lot of different activities, can learn in the same time because it's very important to be flexible to learn something new. But in the same time, I admire, not just because it's my team, not just because it's Ukrainians. It's this flexibility in mind that give possibility to implement project that raised million and run this quite well.
So one main problem is finding a job. So if you use this video to have a message to the politicians or policymakers for European or members of NGOs or whatever, what would your message be?
Okay, good question.
Thank you very much.
Good question. My message is that no need to fight against the refugees. No need to try to clean countries from migrants. You have to create the model that will help people to implement their skills and knowledge, or create the model that can upskill them based on standard and regulation your country. It's another mindset, and you know what? I'm really surprised because I believe Europe dealing with migrants more than 100 years, and we are not yet come with models that can help people to implement their knowledge in new society. It's strange for me a bit.
Okay. Hopefully they will listen to you.
You would listen to me.
I will, but the politicians, policymakers, I'm not sure about it. Hopefully, yes. So you protecting your country, you fighting for Ukrainians. Have you already been threatened because you doing that job or protecting your country?
Always.
Okay. Okay.
Always. You have defend yourself all the time since the very beginning, because we had the experience, we had this narrative that refugees from Ukraine are luxury refugees, that they get access for all the benefits from very beginning, that they open the doors to government administration like this easily. And that it's impossible to have so many support. It's double standard. Ukrainians create double standard. You know, they split the government into two, who support Ukrainians and who are not. So yes, you have to defend yourself.
Okay. If we want to help you and your team, what can we do? How can we volunteer? What can we do to help you?
Since the beginning, for me, the information was information is the same like protection. You know, when you have some information, when you have a clear view of what's going on, in all the fields of life in the country where you live, you make less mistake, you have less misunderstanding, you have less criticism. Actually, it's very important to have this guidance to, from a representative of Belgium society, let's say, how to act, and okay, we have to be on the same page here. We talk about what refugees from Ukraine have to come back home, or we talk about, okay, no, let's find a way how to give them the job. Today we're somewhere in the middle, so it's very difficult to understand what to do. Okay? We are super like in the limbo between, okay, we have to, all of them have to come back. But I think it's a bit impossible to do, because you have people who doesn't have place where to come back. You have kids that went to the first class here and they are already in the third class and they speak French better than Ukraine.
Okay.
And
more specifically, can we come to your place and say, I've got 1 hour a week to give French classes, or how can we...
Everybody do that.
Okay.
Yes. So community center today provide more than 100 activities.
Okay.
Before it was running only by Ukrainian volunteers, but now we have, it's really a super international team.
Okay.
And we have, for example, Belgian people who provide French classes, Netherlands classes, English classes. We have a lot of activities inside the community center provided by Bonn, CLV, provided by CPS, different NGOs who still have this mandate to support Ukrainians or to support any refugees, let's say. Okay. So we have that. We have plenty of partners who support Ukrainians in the community center. It's a little bit difficult for me today talk about the last year, because as I say in the beginning, I was not really involved in the processes. But the idea of UNHCR team was to implement the same services and the same support to other nationality. So today we have 10 refugee committee who have access to community center and have access to different type of activities and yes, support.
Okay. So we are nearly at the end of this interview. Before the conclusion, I've added a fun part. So I will give you 2 options. Would you rather have that or that? And tell us why you choose that. So would you rather drink coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Why?
Always coffee.
Okay. Would you rather drink wine or beer?
Wine.
Wine.
I don't like beer.
Okay. Would you rather eat French fries or pampushki? Pampushka?
Bush.
A typical, from your country, right?
Yes.
Why? I don't need to ask that.
You have to try that.
Okay.
Then you will maybe also have the same answer.
Okay. And last but not least, would you rather work late at night or early in the morning?
Both.
Both. Okay. Conclusion time. So now it's your moment to conclude this interview, giving your message about whatever you want to those people who will watch this video. So what is your conclusion?
So my conclusion of actually it's very interesting because I didn't prepare this answer. It takes time. Look, the war in Ukraine continue.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that we can reduce the volume of the needs
Uh-huh.
of refugees from Ukraine, but we have to change our point of view how we help them, because maybe today it's not, we don't need to help them with social support, I don't know, or integration support. Maybe we have to provide concrete tools that help people to settle their life in new country.
Mm-hmm.
In the same time, we have to understand that, of course, we have some people that would like to come back to Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we have to give them knowledge and information about Europe standard and regulation, maybe about Belgium systems.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Just to raise this critical mindset so they can be able to rebuild new country, new Ukraine.
Okay.
Not the same, because we have to find another way to rebuild our country.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.